Good evening, students. I hope you've had a great Monday. Well, we are now in the beginning of week 3, so week 3 of exploring the New Testament together. I really hope that you've enjoyed the first 2 weeks of the course. You have been learning more about the New Testament, reading some different articles, and really started getting into the scripture reading last week. So hopefully you're enjoying what you are learning. But as I mentioned a minute ago, your week 3 assignments went live this morning. And so this week is going to be the same as it was in previous weeks, in which you're going to be submitting. You're going to have your unit quiz, your discussion, and your reflection and your accomplishment paper. So you have 4 assignments, once again, that are going to be due this week. Now, as you get into your reading for this week, you'll notice you're going to be reading an article out of the ESV on the reliability of the New Testament manuscripts. So you only have one assigned article that you're going to be reading this week. Now there are some supplemental handouts that are available for you. And again, those resources are there to assist you in writing your papers. Primarily, it will be there to assist you in your accomplishment paper for this week. And then there are a couple of video lectures as well. 2 of those kind of go in line with your the article that you're going to be reading out of the ESV on the reliability of the New Testament. And then there's another video lecture that will kind of assist you there more with the in your accomplishment paper, looking primarily at the importance of the resurrection of Jesus. Now, your scripture reading this week is going to be coming from the Gospels of Matthew and the Gospel of Luke. And so that's where primarily your questions are going to be coming from. Your discussion is going to be focusing on the importance of the resurrection of Christ. Your accomplishment also is going to be kind of focusing on the crucifixion and resurrection passages that are going to be coming from Luke. But then you can also reference other Gospels as well, as all 4 of the Gospels contain the crucifixion and the resurrection of Christ. So you can also draw information from the Gospel of Matthew, Mark, or Luke as well. And then your reflection this week is going to actually be coming from the Gospel of Matthew. You're going to be looking at the Lord's Prayer, kind of looking about and looking at that from a different perspective, answering those questions in your reflection. As I mentioned last week, as you are getting into your scripture reading, make sure that you are reading the footnotes that are connected with the different passages that you're going to be reading. Those footnotes provide a lot of important information that will assist you as you are answering your questions, specifically in your reflection and in your accomplishment paper. Again, if you have any questions at all about your assignments or the requirements in the scoring rubric, please do reach out to me with those questions. As I mentioned to you last week, when you're doing your assignments, you're being kind of graded in 2 different areas. Number 1, that you're answering the questions that you're being asked to answer. And then the second part is that you're fulfilling all of your requirements in your scoring rubric. So just want to make sure that I emphasize that to you again, just because there was some areas and some papers that I was grading this week where points were lost because some of the requirements in the scoring rubric were not met. So just make sure that you are reading over the scoring rubric, that you are including all of those requirements in there. You've probably noticed at the bottom of your assignments, I try to put a little bit more instruction there so that you know specifically what I'm looking for and what you need to have in your papers in order to get the best grade that you can. Now, in saying that, if you do have questions about any of that, please do reach out to me with that. But I did want to mention that I have got your week 1 assignments graded and returned to you with feedback. I think I've mentioned this before, but if not, when you are getting your assignments back, you'll notice as you are opening up the content, there should be some instructions for you on ways that you can improve your assignments. And then also there should be another note telling you that you need to go into the rubric in order to see the feedback. So you actually need to go into your scoring rubric when you're looking at your grade icon. So when you're going over and you're clicking on My Grades, you actually need to go into the rubric. So when you're looking at that, it says view the description, or let's see here. I'm trying to think specifically. Okay, so week 1, if I'm looking at my week 1 reflection, I'm going to click on view the rubric, and then as I am viewing the rubric, you'll see a couple little icons there. One says grid view, another one says list view. If you click on the list view, and then there's 2 buttons there. One says show the description, and the other one says show the feedback. So if you click both of those boxes, you're going to be able to see in there the feedback that I've given you for the assignments. So you're going to see specifically whether you got an excellent on that area, a proficient, a competent, a novice, and then you're going to see the feedback that's been provided you for you as well, so that you can see where you did well on that section and maybe areas that you need to improve on. So in order to go into the feedback, you have to go into My Grades. You have to pull up the assignment that you're looking for, and then once you go into the rubric, you'll see where it says grid view and then list view. You'll need to click on the list view, and then once you see the 2 boxes there, show description, show feedback, click both of those, and then that's going to give you the information for your assignment. So you're going to see not only the information that was included on the main page, but then also you're going to be able to see additional information that can be included there as well. Again, just giving you more information on how you can improve on your score. So just wanted to mention that because there was some papers where points were lost because you didn't include discussion and application questions, or there wasn't a clear introduction or a conclusion/closing prayer. Those have to be in your paper specifically for your accomplishment papers, because that's part of the scoring rubric. So if you if you do not include one of those requirements in there, then unfortunately points are going to be deducted off of your score. The other thing I would mention is make sure that you're fulfilling all of your word requirements in your assignments. If you've looked at the syllabus, you can see specifically, like with your accomplishment paper, your accomplishment paper has to be at least a minimum of 500 words. So if you submit a paper and it's 450 words, you're going to lose 4 points off the top of your score. So 4 points are deducted on your accomplishment paper. If you do not meet the word requirement, it's 2 points for your discussion and your reflection as well. So just wanted to mention that as well. That's an easy way, unfortunately, to lose points when you just do not fulfill the word requirement that you need to for your assignment. Overall, you guys did really good on the first week again, but there's always areas that you can improve on. If you have any questions at all about your feedback, ways that you can improve your scores, please do reach out to me with those questions. I'm here to assist you to the best of my ability, but if you don't ask questions, then I can't give feedback to be able to assist you on your assignments. With that, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. If I need to get another communication to you, then I will either do another video message, or I will use the course message center to be able to get a message to you. With that, have a great rest of your evening. Look forward to talking to all of you again soon.